Hi. You know my name, Christopher David Clayton. But do you know the history behind my name? It's an interesting thing. First, we can take a look at the last name, and that's old. You know how old my last name is? The roots of my last name is a creation myth in Mesopotamian times. The myth to how all did begin. How mankind did begin. Man and womankind. It dates back to when the mixture of the clay, this clay substance rising from the stream. Imagine the banks of a river shore. Imagine it. Sitting there on the banks of the river shore, a spirit rose from both sides of the shore and split in two. This spirit, this soul, was part female, part male. The male side rose on one side of the shore and the female on the other. And as they join together, that spirit joins together again and creates new spirit. Whoa. And this is not just how man started, according to the Egyptians. This is how it all began. The source of creation by the river bank. As each entity, as each time that spirit rose, creation flowing from the sides of a riverbank. Oh wow. Creation coming forth from the stream. And little reflections of the spirit, or this reflective spirit, would split apart, bearing animals and birds and bees and trees. Well, trees, they were a singularity. A spirit just cast off to the side, never splitting, would be just a tree. And then all together, when it came together, it grew and grew and grew into those size and matic and wonders that all creation and existence be. What else of existence does exist? Think about it. There's you, there's me. But how did we all begin? Was it upon those river shores, at a beat of ton, as spirits rose and mixed with the blood of goods? The temple drum did beat? Because you see, we started as clay, but then my family's history says that we were bled. We breeded with that which was good, of the goods. Mixture of the blood of good and the blood of man. Junior goods, but still goods nonetheless. Rising up, man and good together. So what is man capable of if man is part what? Because that's just my family name, but imagine how that tree is branched off through history. You could have some of that Clayton blood in you as well. Creating myth and mythology. Look back in the myth. Look to the Egyptian days and how the beginning of creation did begin. Look to the beginnings of creation of Mesopotamian days. See how it did begin there, the next generation of society's rise. When man walked with God, man was equal to God, creating the same elements, designing, building, and inventing, free of sin and free of destructive nature. So good they were that they were walking with gods, creating the new civilizations and the new developments. Aqueducts, waterways. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on to the multitudes that was created then. New foundations, but then somehow it crumbled. And another belief system took place. See, my family is old in belief. I believe my family blood speaks to me quite often. Speaks to me about the concerns for the world, concerns for creation, concerns for the development of mankind. Maybe it's that heartbeat that that family speaks of, that temple drum for creation, that keeps me going and keeps me building and creating and trying to help out and protect. Do you still have that same blood in you? Which means you have a chance to protect as well. How do you protect this world? What good do you do? Think of all the good you do in your life. All the protection and all the good deeds and all the helpful hands. Is that so hard to believe that mankind does do good? But we also do what? We create things of loss. We encourage loss in so many ways, in so many avenues. But is man a creation of loss? No. Because the majority of our creation is towards what? Good. We do good deeds. We help out each other. And can you get in touch with that good? And what can you do for the world through that good? To help out and benefit and encourage and entice. To build a better society, to build a better world for each and every one of us. What can you do? You know what I'm doing, don't you? I'm doing my best to help prevent loss in this world. To prevent the loss of society, the loss of children, the loss of respect and honor and old traditions and good things of the past. Trying to help us to protect, to better serve, to inspire you to do the same. So I know you can. Well, that's the root. We talked about the root of my last name. My first name is rooted in Christ, Christopher. But a touch of fur, making me of my own choice. What does that touch of fur carry in for me? A temple drum beat. That's what I choose. To better creation, to help out others in this world, to better the sights, to make society a better place. Something that we can each do. We can create a heaven on earth if we want to, can't we? Lift the need off the people. Do a better job at helping one another and make that our first priority to help the world and to benefit the world. That's what my first priority is. My own life, it's a priority. But you know what? There's more lives than mine in this world. So to better the lives of the many, that's my first priority. What's your first priority? We all have some. What's your next priority? And your next priority? But what do they all encompass in truth? Who is it you seek out to aid in this world? Who do you seek out to create loss of? If we all seek out aid, what kind of society do we create? We all seek out loss of others. What kind of society do we create? So together, if we look at it as some doing this and some doing that, how gray is our society? But how bright could it be? Now you've learned a little bit about the family history of my name, and you pick up a book on mythology to find out more about it. Look to the Mesopotamian days and the Egyptian days for the root and the good old Christianity for the first in the likeness of, doing my best to live up to my name. It's not easy. There's a lot of things that don't want those kind of things. Why? Because they're not of the gray so much. But with your help and with what I'm doing, hopefully we can make a better world, a safer world, with less loss and less jeopardy to the people, and together live in a greater land. But only if we choose to do it together. I can do my part, my small part. But together, what can we do? Thank you for your time. Christopher David Clayton of the United Unified Belief.